I'm here with the legendary Terry Marsh, Essex ex-boxers. So, just for a lot of people probably don't realise how great an amateur he was. So, can you tell us a little bit about your amateur career and how you started?
Cut a very long story short, my first fight was against a guy called Tommy Mooney from Poplar, and I was at St George's Boxing Club, aged 11, and Tommy beat me. And I think, had I won the fight against Tommy, then I would have taken my little trophy and put it on the mantelpiece and said, like everyone else in the East End, that I'd done a bit. But having lost, I was determined to get back in the ring with Tommy for the rematch. And I trained and I endeavoured, and I was so determined to get a win over Tommy, so I fought him again. And you know the script? It didn't work. He did not read the script, and I lost again. And I was 3-0 down, I think, maybe even 4-0 down before I actually got another fight with Tommy and got a win. But then that win wasn't enough because we're 4-1 down. I didn't want to be 5-4. I'd be happy with 4-all, but I didn't want to be sort of on the wrong end of most of the decisions. And so we fought again, and cut a very long story short, I think we had 11 fights. I could be wrong on that, but I only won 3. But even on the last fight that I won on Tommy, and this is over 4 years or 5 years or so, even then it wasn't a true victory because it was in the North East Junior ABA Dibs, and Tommy had two other fights that night. I'd only had one, so I was a bit fresher than he was in that fight. So I won the fight, but I won it on default in many ways. But at the same time, it was a time when I never looked back thereafter, because I then went on to win the Junior ABA title. I went on to win another ABA title, another Junior ABA title, a schoolboy title, and an ABC title, and 4 senior ABA titles, and boxed for England on several occasions, and was unbeaten in that, getting also a gold medal in a multi-nations game. And so that was how my boxing career started, was with Tommy Mooney. Had he not beaten me, then I would have had one fight, still retired undefeated, but I wouldn't have gone on and done another 200 fights thereafter. So that's how I started boxing.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And then obviously you went on to have major success in the pro game, British title, European title, and world title. Yeah.
That's right. But it was an IBF. So to be fair, at the time there was the WBA around and the WBC. So I was only champion of a third of the world.
Oh, but playing yourself down a bit.
But since the other 2/3 are ocean, I can live with that.
Brilliant. That's brilliant, Terry. Thanks for everything. And it's always good to see you at Essex, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Thanks a lot, Terry.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Bye.